This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Studying visual arts, drama, dance, vocal, and instrumental music, we'll get an update on the Hazleton Area Arts and Humanities Academy next. Hi friends, I'm happy to see everyone again, or for the first time, it's all good. I appreciate everyone watching SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information. I'm Ken Kara, and let's get to your headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A Butler Township pharmacy has closed its doors. This sign is posted on the door at the Valley Pharmacy in Rittenhouse Place in Drums. It was owned by pharmacists Tom Doherty and Joe Basic. Doherty confirmed with SSPTV News today that Monday was the last day of operation for the store that opened in 1999. Prescriptions from the Valley Pharmacy in Drums are now available at Rite Aid Pharmacy on North Church Street in Hazleton. Doherty says that the Valley Pharmacy on Route 93 in Sugarloaf Township does remain open as usual. Charges have been upgraded for a Hazleton man accused of a shooting. 58-year-old George J. Salata of North Locust Street is charged with 2 first-degree felonies following a shooting in January near 20th and Locust Streets. He's accused of shooting Michael Gauntz in the face over a woman, according to court records. Hazleton police say Gauntz suffered permanent disfigurement from the incident. Originally, the case against Salata was withdrawn. Now he is in the Luzerne County Prison being held without bail. Police say more evidence led to the new charges. A Hazleton man wanted for allegedly taking photos in a ladies' restroom of a mountaintop pizzeria has turned himself in. Wright Township Police Chief Royce Engler says that 42-year-old Juan Bermudez Prieto of Hazleton turned himself in this afternoon. Police allege that he put a camera in the restroom at Luigi's Pizza on Mountain Boulevard. Customers who were at Luigi's on Saturday, February 18th or January 21st are asked to call police at 570-474-9251. An information session will be held for the Hazleton Area School District's Arts and Humanities Academy. Lisa Sugart explains.
Today, I'm pleased to be joined by Dr. Craig Butler, the Superintendent of Schools for the Hazleton Area School District, and Susan Salvatierra. She is the Assistant Principal at Hazleton Area High School, who also happens to oversee the Hazleton Area Arts and Humanities Academy, which is right inside the high school. Susan, I guess we'll start with you. How are things going right now with the Arts and Humanities Academy? It's growing, it seems, by leaps and bounds.
It truly is, Lisa, and we're so excited about our program and very grateful that we're going to be going into our 3rd year with the start of our 2017-18 school year. We're getting so much positive feedback. The students are excited about it. The teachers and staff are excited about it, and it really is a dream come true for so many of our students.
Now, for students who are interested in coming into it, because currently it's 9th through 11th grade, is that correct?
Currently it's 9th and 10th, but next school year it'll be 9th, 10th, and 11th, yes.
So you're looking for parents who are interested in bringing their students into this at a special information session that's coming up.
That's correct, Lisa. We're going to be having a parent information night at Hazleton Area High School on Tuesday, February 28th at 7 p.m. in the high school auditorium.
So parents should come out and ask any questions they feel, because maybe they're unsure if this is right for their child, or their child's not sure it's right for them. So this is a perfect opportunity to ask all the questions.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We're going to give an overview of what we have to offer. They'll be hearing information not only from myself, but the teachers involved in the program, as well as our students and other parents to express their interest in the program and what it's done for them.
Just, I guess, to ask you, are a lot of the students who are interested in this like planning to continue this as a career, or are they doing it just for the simple love of the arts and humanities?
Well, it's really a combination of both. It really enlightens them on who they are, what they want to be. We have a great component of arts integration, humanities focus, in all of the teaching and learning experiences, and it helps our students understand what they're all about.
Sounds perfect. Dr. Butler, I know you've been pleased with what you've seen so far and what Susan is doing with this, so give us your take on how it's going.
Well, Lisa, I can't say enough about Susan's leadership, first and foremost. The faculty involved in the program has been outstanding. When I visit classrooms in the building and see these kids in action, I can't even describe in words the pride, the joy, the enthusiasm, the vitality of the program. It's everything we expected it to be, plus more, really. What a treat it is to have this program in the community, available for our students. This is not a common occurrence in the state. Really, we're on the cutting edge. We're above the crest, really, in terms of offering this program, much like the STEM school in the Valley. Very exciting what's happening. Great to have this board supporting going into the third year. And the parent support has been phenomenal.
Very good. Well, if you think this might be the fit for your child and you want to know more about what the Hazleton Area Arts and Humanities Academy is all about, it is located right inside Hazleton Area High School. Please come to this informational Parents' Night, Tuesday, February 28th, 7 p.m., the Hazleton Area High School Auditorium. Ask your questions and find out if maybe your student will be enrolling in the coming year.
Thanks, Lisa. A McAdoo native had the opportunity to come on down. Anthony Morelli of Doylestown was picked as a contestant for The Price is Right. The show was taped January 3rd but aired on Monday. Morelli is the brother of SSPTV political analyst Rick Morelli. Anthony, his wife Adrienne, and their daughter Elisa, a Penn State senior, and son Anthony traveled to California for the Rose Bowl. While he did not advance to the next phase of the game, he did walk away with a $300 consolation prize. Well, many of our local basketball teams are practicing for playoffs, and it's important for fans to be prepared for the games as well. Get stretched out, fans, because Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman is here with a massive playoff preview. And coming up next, the host of Bob Huntin, Dennis Gantz, is here to discuss the Hazleton Archery Club.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Hey folks, welcome to this week's segment of Wild Bout Hunting. 2 weeks ago, we talked to you about some things that you could be doing now that you're in the off season between deer and turkey seasons. We talked about the Great American Outdoor Show and what was going on there. That's since been done and passed, and we were down, my wife and I and a bunch of the other guys on the team. We had a great time. There was lots to see. Also, another event that we talked to you about was the indoor 3D shoot at the Hazleton Archery Club. And that just finished this past weekend. And let me tell you, it was an exciting time. A great course put together by event director John File. The participants who came had a great time, a lot of challenging shots. A few arrows went home broken and busted, but at the end of the day, Rob Rago was the overall winner, and it was just a great time. We had a lot of great shooting going on. There was a lot of people who actually came up who weren't members of the Hazleton Archery Club that inquired about what the club has to offer and what they can do to get involved in the club. We had a lot of new targets that we were able to use. This turkey target here, actually sitting hanging out with me, was one of our new targets that we used on the course. Another thing that they did was they offered a lot of different food for sale, and all the proceeds that were taken in by the Hazleton Archery Club went towards developing new programs and improving the facility for future events similar to this, and also eventually getting more involved for the kids and the youth of the community and the surrounding communities. We had some folks here from different towns that came and shot. We had a lot of different types of shooters, whether they be tall, small, female shooters, anything that was interesting enough to get them involved and come out for a good time at the Hazleton Archery Club. So if you're interested in getting involved, I encourage you to contact the club either through their email at hazleton_archeryclub@yahoo.com, or check them out on their Facebook page. They're always posting different kinds of events or updates as to what's going on. And the club meets the first Sunday of every month up at their facility at 162 Woodside Drive in Freeland. Every first Sunday of the month at 6 p.m. They encourage everybody to come out, get involved, see what's going on. But if you didn't get to this event, there's going to be another indoor shoot coming up, and they'll have that posted in the paper and on their social media. So if you didn't make it, we're sorry, but we had a good time. I know Wally and I shot. We didn't go home with any money, but we went home with a lot of good memories and a lot of fun had. So until next week, we'll see you somewhere in the Huntin' Woods.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
It cleared up after some raindrops this morning, and it ended up being a pretty decent day in downtown Hazleton. Here's our local forecast now from the National Weather Service. Tonight, patchy fog after 4 a.m., otherwise partly cloudy. We'll have a low in the mid-40s. Thursday, patchy fog before 9 a.m. It will be a mostly cloudy day with a high in the mid-60s. At night, we'll get down to 47 degrees. There's a 30% chance of showers. Friday, 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy. Highs in the lower 60s. Friday night, 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 52. On Saturday, we can expect some showers mainly after 8 a.m. Our high will be 58 degrees. Saturday night, rain showers likely before 2 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 29. And then things fall off on Sunday. A chance of snow showers, 30% chance before 8 a.m. Mostly sunny, high of only 36. Sunday, partly cloudy with a low of 25 degrees at night.
Today, I'm pleased to welcome back to our studios two good friends from the Hazleton YWCA, the CEO of the Y, who is Celeste Samick, and also Maria Caldwell. She is the group exercise coordinator, and they're here to talk about the variety of classes that are available, all kinds of exercise levels for all different ages. Celeste, I'm going to start with you. It's a busy place at the Y, so you have a lot of cardio and strength training and everything available.
Yes, we do. Maria's going to talk about the group exercise part of the cardio and strength training, and I'll mention to you about our wellness center. So we have a variety of equipment for cardio exercise and weight training. We also have personal trainers on site, and any level, anyone who wants to come in and just start out, if they're just looking to do health seeking, we can accommodate them. If they're looking to do weightlifting, we can also accommodate them.
Do you think that's the biggest thing? People are like intimidated. They're afraid to set foot in there until they actually get there and then realize, hey, this is great.
They are. We find that women in particular are intimidated to go into the weightlifting area of our wellness center, but our center is not like that at all. We're very accommodating. We also accommodate young people, 14 years of age and older, could come in and work out. We ask them to have an evaluation with a personal trainer before they start so that they don't get on the wrong track with weightlifting. But yeah, there is no intimidation at our facility.
And you're accommodating in the hours too, because you have extended hours.
Yes, our wellness center is open from 5:30 in the morning till 11 o'clock at night, Monday through Thursday, and 5:30 till 9 o'clock at night on Fridays, 8 to 5 on Saturday, 8 to 1 on Sunday. So we're very accommodating to shift workers who have difficulty getting in the morning or difficulty getting in the evening. We're open for them also.
All right, wow, very accommodating for anything that you want to do. And there are so many different classes, and I think this lady teaches like 99% of them. What did they say that you teach? There, you offer everything from yoga to Zumba, and you don't teach those two, but you teach the 18 classes in between.
Yes. We have such a full schedule of classes, so we have low intensity to high intensity. Low intensity for seniors, like Silver Sneakers, which is a great chair class where you're not on the chair the whole time, but it's there for you if you need it. And we come up and down from the chair, and it's wonderful. It's a full body class workout with a little bit of cardio. And low intensity classes with low impact aerobics for somebody who wants to just start out. And we also have all the way up to high intensity HIIT interval classes, which are a little more intense. Like those ones are like from Beachbody, Insanity. We also have have Les Mills Body Pump and Body Combat, which are very popular classes.
So I'll ask you kind of the same question I asked Celeste. People are intimidated at first, but once they get in there, you're helping everybody at all levels. So if they're a beginner, new to this, you want them to come in and try it out.
Definitely. People are very intimidated to try a class. They feel like they don't want to look, like the odd one, but if they say, oh, I'm going to stand in the back but never be intimidated. No one is even watching you. I mean, no one should feel intimidated, and everybody's like a family there. So it's a nice place to go.
That's a good description of the Y. It definitely is a family. And you have a special for the month of March, so you hopefully will entice everybody to come on out if they haven't done so already.
Yes, we have a March membership special where any memberships that are taken out during the month of March will include a personal training evaluation with one of our personal trainers, and their first session with a personal trainer will be included in their membership.
Wow, that's pretty nice, huh? So that's a big savings.
It is a big savings. Our personal trainers do work for a fee, so this will be included with the membership.
All righty. So all they have to do if they want to find out about any of this is either call you guys or go to the website or social media. You're everywhere.
Yes, we're all over on social media, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. I don't know if I missed any, but we're all over. You can call the front desk at 570-455-2046, and they'll be happy to answer your questions.
All right, you heard it here. There's so much happening at the Y, an exercise level for everyone out there. So get up off those sofas and get to the Hazleton YWCA.
Thank you, Lisa. I competed against Kent Jackson in the Media Olympics at the YWCA, and I did not win. That man is crazy, very, very strong. Here's your midday winning lottery numbers on SSPTV. And when we come back, it's Dave Day, the sports editor of the Standard Speaker. We'll talk about local basketball playoffs and much more after this break.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
Look who's here. It's Dave Seaman sitting shotgun on SSPTV News, but really he's in control of the segment. The man knows a ton. Check out his work in the Standard Speaker, sports editor there. Dave, let's start talking about the Hazleton area Lady Cougars and their regular season with the big win over rival Crestwood. They split that series. They swept the Pittston area Patriots, their other rival in the league. Kind of an up and down year, I guess, by their standards, but they're the number 2 seed heading into that District 2 6A tournament. And Kendra File, she was named the Wyoming Valley Conference Division I Player of the Year. Dave, 47 three-pointers for her this season, and she was one of the ones who really helped them, steady that ship. And they seemed to get better as the year was going along, and that's probably good around playoff time.
Definitely. Somebody like Kendra File, too, has stepped up and been a senior leader for that team. After losing Mackenzie Uri, who was a fabulous starter for them for a few years, Kendra has stepped into the leadership role along with Maddie Morocco, who was a key linchpin in last year's championship run, too. And Coach Gav always has the role players step up, too, at this time of year, too. They'll pick up the pressure with their defense. They'll ride that defense and force teams into turnovers. And when they can get turnovers and translate those into points, that usually spells well for the Lady Cougars.
And Dave, let's talk about the boys now. Team you've covered all season long. Jeffrey Planutis was named the Division I Player of the Year over there in the Wyoming Valley Conference. They lose their last game against Myers. We're undefeated in the Wyoming Valley Conference, and I forget how long the streak was. I'm sure you remember, but it was going back a while now, their conference wins. But they lose to Myers, and Myers had a lot to play for. They're a good team. Could this pay off maybe, though, for the Cougars as they head to the district playoffs? Is there such thing as a good loss?
I don't know if Coach Joseph would agree any loss is a good loss, knowing how competitive he is. But going into playoffs, too, it does, like he said, maybe it puts a little fire in your belly, a little chip on your shoulder, perhaps going into playoffs. Maybe knowing now you're not invincible, too, and knock you down a little bit of ways, and it makes you realize what you're playing for, and gives you a little bit of sense of urgency going into the playoffs, too, and knocked them out of the top seed. They would have been the top seed playing Delaware Valley. So they're playing a team in Scranton who is quite capable of beating teams. They played well against Crestwood earlier this year, Scranton. They have some good wins. It's an athletic team. Big man in the middle, and Matt Hart, who's a 6'9", 6'10" center. So that's going to be an interesting matchup for inside for the Cougars with their size. And Cougars have to be ready for a challenge coming on Saturday.
And Dave, as we move into the district playoffs now, what are some of the matchups you think are the most intriguing? I'm really looking at the Shenandoah Valley Marion girls matchup. I loved watching. I got to see Marion in their last home game of the year, senior night, when they beat Monoy area. And of course, they have Brenna Carnish. She's really the star there. But it was like you said, almost with the Lady Cougars. It was the other members who stepped up in that game, showing they could play in big time games and be a difference maker, an X factor when they really have to be. So I'm looking forward to that game. Plus, Marion has Paul Bruto, who has a ton of experience. I would be surprised if they get to the District 11 final. What other matchups are you looking at?
Well, I'm looking at that game too, because the last time they played, Shenandoah Valley did eke out a win at Marion too. That doesn't happen very often. Of course, Marion didn't have Emily Shaw, their fantastic freshman point guard, in that game. Shenandoah Valley also has some experience. They won a district title a few years back. Last year, they took Monoy area to the wire in a district final. Another game I'm looking at is on the boys' side too. Monoy area has to win their first game against Williams Valley first, but you could be seeing a Monoy area Shenandoah Valley matchup in the semifinals too. And those rivals go back a long ways. Again, we say it's cliche, but throw out the records out the window and get into a playoff situation. Anything can happen. Marion boys are going to have some interesting matchups along the way. Maybe another matchup with Mono area, another matchup with Shenandoah. So that's where it's going to be intriguing, and that Hazelton area Scranton matchup is going to be something to watch as well.
Dave, let's close up with wrestling. It's that time of year when you're talking to a lot of coaches. You're talking with Hazelton area wrestling coach Keith Maurer, and you said you talked a lot about Penn State wrestling. They just beat Oklahoma State, and there was that great tweet that James Franklin said out was him and his coaching staff all in singlets. That was impressive. So if Hazelton area does well, Dave, down that they did well already, you think maybe we'll see Coach Joseph, Coach Gavio, maybe Mike Brennan in a singlet on social media of Hazelton area?
I don't know if I want to see Coach Gavio in a singlet, or Coach Joseph or Coach Brennan for that matter, but I think there's a lot of support amongst one another. They're the different coaches. But I think it's a good time to be a sports fan in Hazelton area, because I think a lot of these teams and a lot of the individuals can do well representing the school and the community very well as we get into postseason competition. The wrestling team has a lot of returning veterans from their team of a year ago. Jimmy Hoffman obviously made it all the way to the state final last year too. So Carson Kinney had an outstanding run last year, and there's a lot of other wrestlers on that team that are looking to do big things once you get into district competition. It's another competition where you have to step up, and you want to keep moving on, and you have to be at your best, and I see no reason why our local wrestlers shouldn't do as well.
And there's always great moves being made in the Standard Speaker. Check out all of their coverage. You guys have a ton of feature stories coming up on Kendra File, also on Jeffrey Planutis, the two Hazelton area basketball players, so look out for them and more in the Standard Speaker.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, registration for 4K and kindergarten at Shenandoah Valley Elementary School will be held from 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. March 20th. For the 4K program, children must be 4 years old by August 15th, and for kindergarten, they must be 5 by August 15th. Registrations will be by appointment only. To schedule an appointment, call the school 570-462-2796. Our next announcement, Spellbind Magic Show is coming to the Butler Township Community Center, located at 415 West Butler Drive-In Drums, on Saturday, April 1st. This all-age unique comedy and magic experience will feature professional magicians Bill Dixon and Joe Hussey from Northeast PA. Proceeds from the event will benefit Cub Pack number 63 in drums. Doors open at 6, showtime is at 7. For tickets or information, just call 570-807-1091. Next announcement, Foundation 58 will be holding their 12th annual Bowling for the Brave Sunday, March 19th. This event is at Chaco's Family Bowling Center in Wilkes-Barre. Registration starts at 2, bowling starts at 3. Each team plays 3 games with plenty of awards, pizza, soda, tricky trays, merchandise, and more. Sign your team up now as spots are filling up fast. For info, visit foundation58.org. And finally, Hazelton Avenue's Rehabilitation Partners, or HARP, is planning a night at the races to benefit their many programs. The event is Saturday, March 4th at Catholic Social Services. Doors at 6, race at 7, and attendees must be 21. For more information, please call 570-401-7126. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Robert E. Bailey of Hazel Township. Memorial is March 18th at the Butler Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Dorothy Arrow of Nescopec. Memorial is Saturday at 1 p.m. from the Faith UCC. Friends may call Saturday from 12:30 to 1 p.m. The Rosenstock Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements.
Tomorrow, it's our Frankie's Cold Pizza giveaway. I hope you're able to sleep with all the excitement tonight. I'll see you then. Take it easy, everybody.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.